Hello everybody and welcome back to part 22 of Steambot Chronicles, and today Vanilla is walking through the streets of Happy Garland in nothing but his bathing suit because he has to unleash, he has to show off his primal form. It's the only way to woo the ladies, and today we are going to woo Coriander. We're going to woo Connie at long last.
Welcome!
But women, they don't like homeless people, so I've gone into the real estate office to buy myself a home, to give myself a place to rest. And we're buying one in the Northern Heights, which is 32 Eurochi a day. That's right, you do have to pay the bills in order to stay in these apartments. And 32 is not too bad, because consider, like, every time you beat up an enemy, they usually drop like 20 Eurochi or 40 Eurochi, you know? I'm always going to have 32 on hand, so I actually think that price is pretty fair, pretty good. But now I've gone into the furniture shop so I can buy some furniture for said apartment. And right off the bat, I'm buying a Lil Swabby, which is something you use to clean out your ears. I don't know what that's doing in a furniture shop, but I promise you, it is a mandatory item that you absolutely need in order to rock the dating scene. I swear to God. You need a Lil Swabby. It is essential. Do not miss out on it. It's only 50 Eurochi. You can afford it. But I also got myself a bed. I got myself a dining table, a cupboard. I wanted to spruce up my apartment. I wanted to make it look pretty nice, give it a little extra flair. And, you know, we're going to be doing some decorating today. Oh, yeah. Whenever you get an apartment, you can check where it is on the city map. So that you're not bumbling around, because there's a lot of open areas that like lead to dead ends, you know? Like you'll just come up to a door and you try opening it and they'll say, well, actually I'm going to do it right here. Opening doors at random won't do you any good. But I looked at the map beforehand in my test playthrough and I know that this is the Northern Heights apartment, so this is my place. I own this. I live here. This is my humble abode. And it's completely empty, aside from, like, the kitchen, which has, like, a fridge and a stove and whatnot. But, and the view is not the best, you know. You can kind of see the gate, you know. You can kind of see people coming in and out of Happy Garland. But, you know, this is too bare bones. This is too empty. So, by pushing the square button in your apartment, you can pick from all the furniture that you own, and you can actually rearrange them and place them in the room like it's Animal Crossing. And sometimes the rooms are very tiny, sometimes they're gigantic. It all depends on how much you're paying, really. Because the other apartment I didn't get, which was like 80 or 70 Eurochi a day, that's like one of the biggest rooms you can get in real estate with this game. And then the room would be wider and a little bit bigger than the one I have right now. But, you know, I'm not looking for the world. I'm not looking for a mansion. I'm just looking for something cozy that I can just relax in. And this is an adequate size for me. This is an adequate size. So I'm happy with it. This dining table looks way too big for me, but, you know, I'm happy with it. All of the items at the bottom here are actually items I found in the temple at Fort Raven. Like, remember when I was spelunking through the caves and I was fighting a whole bunch of bandits and whatnot? I found treasures in there, and I can actually put those treasures in my house as decoration, although I'm not going to do that right now because I want to save those for the Neferberg Museum, since I want to donate them to that place. But I do have all these posters of the Garland Globetrotters. You know what? I'll hang up a poster of Connie. Since we're going to woo her, I think it would really help. But I also got some paintings from Pablo. That happened back in like part 4 or 5, something like that. It was after the killer elephants took over the place. Sorry, my throat's a little dry. I'm getting a little scratchy. My bad. It's hot out and I haven't drank at all. I'm going to take a sip of my water right now. Oh, that's good water, but I put up a cupboard, so that's looking good. You can get carpeting to replace those bare floorboards, and yeah. Also, remember when I got like those newspapers at the at the newspaper place? The Urban Times? Yeah, you can just decorate them all over your house as if you have like a cat who pees himself constantly. But that looks like crap, so I'm going to get rid of that. Connie's not going to be impressed by that. I look like a hobo. I look like Adam Sandler from the movie Big Daddy whenever the kid had an accident. He just put newspapers over it. But yeah, no other furniture I really want to put up. I just have a dining table. I got my kitchen. I got my bed. I got my little swabby. And that's really all I need. All I need. Yes, 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 yes. So, let's pop the question. You go to Connie, you talk to her, and now that I own my own place, I'm going to invite her over. Let's do it at the evening. I'll be chill about it. You want to come over this evening? Okay, I'll see you there. Well, that was easy. I mean, thank God I don't have to go on like Tinder or like meet up with singles and try and win them over or anything. No, Connie already likes us, so that wasn't hard at all. Now, another thing I'm going to do in preparation for this date is I'm going to go to the bakery because there's going to be some gifts I can give Connie, and her affection for me will raise every time I give her the right gifts, right? Well, I already know what she likes, and what she definitely likes are donuts. So here I am at the bakery. Happy Bakery in Happy Garland.
Welcome.
It's cold, isn't it? I swear to you, she says that because you're naked. Because I'm only wearing my bathing suit. She says, it's cold, isn't it? Sometimes the NPCs, they actually say like different things depending on whether you're naked or not. That's so good. Steambot Chronicles is so good. I love this game. And when I returned to the apartment, I just wanted to take a look at the balcony view just to show you that like, this ain't a bad place, you know? If this was a real city, I would actually love living here because this would be a great place to drink with your friends and whatnot, you know? But I waited till the evening, and when you approach the door, the room's ready for Kai to come over.
Hello.
Here we go, folks. Date mode. Excuse me. Oh, you have a poster of me? That's kind of embarrassing. I only have posters of the best, Connie. Let's sit at the dining table, huh? So we got these heart icons in the top left, and every time you do a certain action, it will drain the hearts. And if her hearts go away, she's gonna go home, okay? So chatting with her right now, that wastes 1 heart. Although you learn that she really likes donuts from talking to her, so it was helpful information. But don't worry, I already bought donuts. I got 20 donuts. And what happens when you give her a donut? Well, it takes away 1 heart because you have to initiate that in order to give a gift. But you get 3 hearts back, so it's like you gain 2 hearts every time you give him one, so. Now, I'm a gentleman, okay? If I were on a date, I would be the one cooking for the lady, but the only option I have is to ask her to cook, so I'm going to select it. Sure, okay. I'm not very good at cooking, though. Echinacea usually handles it, so don't expect anything fancy. Well then, do you like meat? Meat is what real men eat. God damn it, Vanilla. But yes, I like meat, so I'm going to say that. I see. How do you like it cooked? Slow-cooked stew is nice. Oh, do you have anything we might be able to make then? You can't go wrong with honey, so I'm glad I have honey. That might work. Actually, this honey would be really good. It's ready. Here's the honey stewed meat. Oh, that sounds good.
Let's eat.
Thank you for this meal.
I've never had this before. Hell yeah, I'm stuffed. So how is it? It's delicious. Really? Thank goodness. I just followed the recipe. That helped a lot. We should have dinner again sometime.
So good.
That was delicious.
And because the meal was good, she actually gained some hearts back for that as well. But we're going to chat some more, learn some more about how she feels about the other members of the band, you know. Fennel, I'd say he loves music. I wonder what kind of music he has in mind for his new band. It was sad when he left the Globetrotters, but I'm looking forward to hearing his new musical stylings. Yes. So, Marjoram. What is Marjoram like? Marjoram? Marjoram always has something delicious to eat. I guess he likes food. Well, he's a big guy, so I'm not surprised. But Basil, what's Basil's deal? Basil, huh? Don't tell anybody, but he has a thing for savory. No! He has a thing for savory? Wow, I didn't know that. He never talks about it. That's so strange. So if I did another chat, it would have wasted all the hearts and then she would have went home. But because I keep giving her donuts and because she keeps accepting them, I can max out her hearts at 10. You can have a maximum of 10 hearts. And then the date can go on. So, can you believe how beautiful Savory is? She is so gorgeous. A lot of people come to our concerts just to get a good look at her. Is she the reason you joined the Globetrotters? I joined because of you. Huh. I don't know how to react. Thank you. I am suave, ladies and gentlemen. The great Clement is really suave. Here we go. Why do you hate Mallow? Well, a lot happened back then. I'd rather not talk about it. Okay. Let's talk about Dandelion. What's his deal? Well, Dandelion likes... He told me once that he really enjoys performing with instruments. Also, he doesn't really like Trotmobiles. I guess he prefers non-mechanical things. Hey, Connie, let's talk about a very serious subject. What was Chicory like? I'm sorry, I'd rather not talk about Chicory. Alright, it's still raw, I understand. But, let's go back to the subject of Basil. Basil seems kind of off. I don't think Basil's stupid, but sometimes he forgets to think before he speaks, so I worry about him. I think everyone else does too. Don't tell him I said that, though. Your secret is safe with me, but you can talk at the dining table, but you can also talk at the bed, where I put up that lovely coriander poster. And then we get different options when you're at the bed, including the option to play music for her. Oh, I'm a smooth motherfucker. Why don't we practice, Connie? Sure, okay. And what's sexier than the saxophone, eh? We gotta give her some Careless Whisper. Come on, Careless Whisper, Vanilla, let's do it. I actually like the saxophone minigame because you actually have to put your fingers on all of the shoulder buttons. Like sometimes you transition from L1 to L2, which means you have to have both fingers at the ready, and it kind of feels like you're actually playing a saxophone with the PlayStation 2 controller. It's pretty neat. You were amazing! You could probably lead the band if you wanted to. I know, I'm the great Clement. The acoustics in this room aren't half bad. I'd love to hear you play here again sometime. Well, maybe we will, Connie, maybe we will. But please, have more donuts! Good thing she can't get fat, but have more donuts. Just keep eating them. There you go. I have plenty of pastries where those came from. But now, the little swabby comes into play because that's how you ask Connie to clean your ears. But before I do that, I want to say something very intimate. I want to say that you're really cute. Thank you. It's kind of embarrassing, but it makes me happy. Thank you. So, about when we first met, you were unconscious on the beach, right? Do you remember what you said to me when you woke up? Oh boy, do you remember? Because you can't screw this up. You remembered! I was worried because you said, I feel like I'm gonna die. You actually remember the first time we met each other. So yeah, you have to remember that first dialogue option you ever had back in part 1. And now that I've complimented her looks, I can get her to clean my ears with a little swabby. So I talk to her again, and I'm going to ask her what she likes again, but this time things are going to be a little different. I like you. I've had a thing for you ever since we met. Oh God! Oh boy! When you said I was cute, I got really excited actually. Oh! We're in, boys! We're in! Make your move, Vanilla! Make your move! Get in there, boy! Do it! I'm gonna put some water on. Do you like hot cocoa? I'd love some. Are you sure it's not too much trouble? Thanks. It's nice and warm. Listen to that porno music.
Delicious.
Oh, is it that time already? I'd better get going then.
Bye.
We did it, guys. We did it. Me and Connie had some hot cocoa. It was amazing. So, if you don't know, or were not aware, in the mid-2000s, there was a controversy involving Grand Theft Auto San Andreas because there was a deleted sex scene in the game where CJ gets invited for hot coffee by his love interests, and then he goes into their bedroom to, you know, have a sex minigame. And I'm pretty sure that game got a adult-only rating on PC because of that mod that people made for it. So it was infamous. The hot coffee thing about Grand Theft Auto was an infamous event in gaming. And Atlas, being the shrewd localizers that they are, decided to reference that by having the intimate scenes in Steambot Chronicles referring to Vanilla giving Connie some hot cocoa. When we know what they're really doing, we know what the porno saxophone music was all about. It's one of my favorite in-jokes from that era. It's amazing. And Steambot Chronicles is a great game. Steambot Chronicles is a great game. Me and Connie are now dating. It is great. So yeah, folks, I didn't think I'd ever play through a dating sim, but hey, glad I did. Glad I did. Nice to play through a dating sim at least once. Anyway, folks, see you in part 23.